Hello, and welcome to
Talks Around the Teapot. This is a teapot. We will
are
be
talking.
We are damsels. Dice cause us distress.
And the dice stress us out.
It's just simply there's alcohol in there.
What did you
It's
just
empty.
do?
It's
empty.
It is empty.
Yeah.
One time we tried to put liquid in it, and then Talia got pissed on by a horse.
Yeah. That was fun.
So we don't do that anymore.
And now Talia canonically has boots covered in piss.
Oh no, because you almost got her with them boots.
Yeah, you could have had another nice pair of boots. Although
But
this
then I
is
was thinking
he's
he's a 6 foot tall man. Like he,
yeah.
I don't fit his boots.
Although apparently
Not
our
yet.
dad's foot sizes are all very weird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was just stupid.
Apparently the 6 foot man has size 2 feet.
That's not true. You said
Not
that wasn't
canon.
canon.
Imagine my dad like shuffling around on these little stumps.
It was funny though.
It was.
That means
Yeah.
that according to the dice, Agatha has
Bigger feet
bigger
than
feet
Gilbert.
than 3 men.
Yeah. Especially because you're the shortest one out of us in character as well,
Yeah.
which is really funny.
Yeah.
It's not that they have small feet, it's that you have really gross big feet.
Yeah.
Agatha's got flippers.
You just have to ask Nigel, he would know. He knows the shoe sizes
Oh
of
my
everybody in the
God.
village.
Nigel.
He's actually in training to become the cobbler for the entire village.
Oh.
That's
Stop.
gross.
That's gross.
And
That's
he just-
really gross.
Yeah.
It's exploitative.
But considering how big my feet are, Nigel has definitely tried to see them.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gross. Anyway,
Moving on.
so we started the episode with feet, and then you guys dressed up as men, and broke into a gentleman's club.
We did.
Successfully.
Yeah.
Round of
Nice.
They
applause.
didn't break in, they just walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
So coming from not knowing what our plan was for a week,
oh my god.
how did we impress? Did we do
Yes.
everything you wanted?
I really enjoyed watching that whole bit. Like, it was so good to be, like I was saying earlier, like, it was really interesting to be at the table and really invested in what was going on. But because Rosalind wasn't there, I wasn't panicking and freaking out. I was just getting to enjoy, like, you guys rolling and, like, being creative and, like, coming up with stuff. So, like, when you would roll, I'd be really into it. But then, like, I wasn't just scared, like I usually am when we're doing bad stuff, because Rosalind's just scared. And it was really fun, because I had no idea what you guys were going to do. I think the thing that got me the most, and the thing I'm really, like, I can't wait to see my face in the video, is, when you just started talking about, like, okay, so you'll be wearing Gilbert's, and you'll be wearing, like, because it was so just, like, I had, like, guessed as a joke, oh my god, you're going to dress up as the Viscount. But, like, I didn't think it through, and I didn't, register we have all our dad's clothes.
Yeah.
So, when I realised that your plan was literally just to dress as men and walk in, like, I was like, bravo, the audacity. Obsessed. So obsessed with it. And it was just so fun watching you, like, come up with solutions and stuff when you rolled badly, or, like, it. And, the thing that killed me, my favourite bit about the whole thing, was how in character the dice rolled for you absolutely 100% strolling down the street believing that it was perfect and everyone thought you were a man, and you next to Talia being like, no, nobody believes this. This is really embarrassing. Because that was just so perfectly in character, and I love that the dice did that. But I love that you fucking stole a pair of trousers. That was really good.
Yeah.
And that you used Colin's name, because I'd sort of forgotten Colin would be a member of Whites.
Yeah.
Like, that hadn't
Well,
even
that's
come
why
into my
Gilbert met
head.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I realised that now, but that was fun for me, because I was like, oh yeah, like, that's smart.
Did you get the thing? Because I said we put something in that I thought you would find funny.
What thing was it?
The fact that we were Sir Andrew and Sir Toby.
Oh, yeah. she realised, yeah.
The minute you said that, I was like, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And it's really nice, especially because Talia canonically loves Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's really funny, actually.
Because I think
We've all done Twelfth Night. That's the
Yeah.
context, audience. We love Twelfth Night.
when we were having our little chat, like, I can't remember if it was you or me who said Sir Andrew and Sir Toby.
I think I
That's
said it
so
as a
funny.
joke.
Yeah.
And then we were like,
And I think I did say, oh, let's go for their actual surnames. But
yeah,
were like,
you
no.
wanted the
Toby
surname.
Belch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, that might be a bit too, because then,
Yeah.
but I was also like, what if whoever we introduce ourselves to.
No,
we
it's
first
Shakespeare.
read
But
Shakespeare.
then we never introduced ourselves to
Well,
anyone.
no, because they recognised us and they locked the door before we got there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But it would have been really funny.
Yeah.
It was fun watching you guys with the brick, like working out
Oh,
what
yeah.
to do, and then finally getting that. And it was really fun watching Talia and Agatha respond or not respond to the mysterious noise coming from the other room. What could that have been, DM?
DIY work. Someone obviously doing some
Sure.
renovating.
Although I don't think Talia saw anything that had been changed or fixed. It was weird.
And then you just nicked his trousers.
And then
You're like, they're nice having
he
them.
doesn't need them.
That's not the room that was happening in.
Oh, I thought that was.
No. It was one of the smaller rooms.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was. I'm dumb.
I described it. It's not my fault if you weren't listening.
No, you described the room with the banging as the one opposite the room we'd been in. Which would be room
Opposite?
3, which is the one I went into.
No, you went... Well, you didn't. You went into...
I
No,
thought
but you went into room 1 because you were
Yeah.
talking about, oh, it's the same size.
No, that was the original plan. The one that I just snuck into, I wanted to know what the banging was. That's why I went in. I didn't go into it.
Oh, well, we all
that's
missed
why
that.
I was confused
You-
because I was like, oh, that's really funny. Talia's going into the room with the banging.
Yeah.
I clocked that.
No, that's not
That's
the
why
room
I
you
said
went
I
into.
listened to see if there was any more banging.
Oh, I thought we were in room 1 with the man we disturbed.
Me too.
No.
Me too.
Right.
Oh. Well, that's annoying.
I wonder what the audience saw. Let us know, I guess.
Yeah.
Miscommunication.
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole bit was just genius. And I just love that you got out, like, unscathed. And nobody
Yeah.
really questioned you except,
No.
like, yeah.
No windows were broken.
What is funny,
A
though...
door is
A
broken.
door was broken.
A door was
but-
broken. Some money was added on to a wager that some men are going to be very upset about, but one's going to be very happy about. And the thing that I love is that the doorman out the front that you tried to fight a few hours before saw you dressed as men approaching whites. So if anyone is comparing descriptions of two random men on the night a door got broken, it's just interesting, isn't it? For you
Yeah.
guys, I wasn't there.
I don't know what you mean.
But I just love that
We
you
just
did
stayed
it.
home all night. We were...
I was ill.
She was sick in bed.
It's funny.
I think it was fun though. Like, yeah.
Yeah, how was that experience for you guys? Because that's definitely like the biggest thing, and like we've done in character, like the most dangerous / wrong thing we've done. How was it for Agatha? Because you, from the start
Well,
of this campaign to now, like have
the thing is that obviously Talia and Agatha had a chat, so that's why I was
Yeah.
so open to it, because I already knew that was the plan.
yeah,
And
your hour in your bedroom last episode.
yeah. So that's what we
Weirdly,
discussed.
I was less anxious doing this than I have been for some of the
Yeah,
other points
so
that
have
we've
I.
been doing stuff for.
I
think-
love that.
I think because like all the other ones, they were in our houses. Like these were people who knew
Yes,
us.
yeah.
These were like, we really did have to be careful. Whereas this one, it's like, yes, but in a different way and in a way that I don't think really thought about.
Yeah,
They weren't like, oh, our mum's going to send us home.
there's more anonymity in London.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
Plus, it was like, you know, at home, everybody would recognise who we are immediately.
Yeah.
Whereas this was just like random people who we're never going to see again.
Yeah.
So it's not like, even if they did recognise that we were like women in men's clothes, they weren't like, that's Talia and Agatha.
Yeah.
Like, I was way less scared about like walking into a room full of people. I don't know about you.
I feel like walking in a room full of people, we would have been less of a distraction.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I was less scared for you in those times than I was when it was like just you guys alone in a room or a hallway, because I was like, oh, somebody could walk in and then it's really obvious. But yeah, like, you were dressed as men, just strolling through the club.
Yeah.
We got in. It was easy.
And we got out.
I also, it's like, it's really like, oh, it's so easy for the upper class.
Yeah.
Because just every time we're caught somewhere that we're not supposed to be by like a servant or any member of staff, we're just like, just wanted to.
Yeah, but like, you're a servant, don't question me.
And they're like, okay, sure, it's a bit weird, but all right. And then you just carry on. It's great.
What was I going to say? I, not to like turn into a talk show host, but I like loved this arc and I was sort of watching it more as a viewer, so I have a lot that I'm interested in. I was obsessed with the discussion you had afterwards. Like, it was really lovely when you got out and that like crazy relief of like, that was so ridiculous, but we did it. And then the slight conversation you had about like, oh my god, men have so much more fun than us, like, and that being the first time you've really been exposed to that, like, what was that like for you as characters, like to see and discover and like be around? Because that for me, I was like, that's kind of a big theme, I think, for this show and this campaign, and it was just really cool to watch.
To be honest, had empty no thoughts. I didn't.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
See, I was really different. It was like a really big thing for me. I was like really frustrated that like men can just like
Yeah.
can just do whatever, and they can throw money around, and they can like have loads of fun, and we're like,
I have that in real life, but as Agatha, I just didn't.
That's really interesting.
Feel much.
I kind of like that. And then it's interesting because I felt that really carried over into you at home with the Viscount.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you were really salty at men, like,
well,
from
it was
the start.
Also it was just like like he is a member of Whites, and I've now seen what they're like in there. So it's like,
that's really interesting. I hadn't connected dots. I've connected them.
Wow. Yeah, no, that was it was weird because it was really like I feel it in real life, but like Talia's never really like she's thought a lot, probably more than you guys have, about the fact that like women can't do what men can do.
Rosalind really has no thoughts on it.
No, but because like you guys have older brothers who will look after you.
Yeah.
And like it's been made very clear that if Gilbert dies, then like unless Talia's married, she's not got anything. So she's always been a little bit like, that doesn't seem fair. But then you're like seeing it in real life. Yeah. You're like, wow, you guys just get to do that. But when I'm loud or when I do something, no.
Yeah.
She was
definitely.
mad. Yeah.
I'm sure your uncles will look after you.
Generic uncle number 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They have
Probably
names.
John.
Edward and
John.
No, wait, give me a minute. It wasn't John.
There's another Edward.
There was another Edward, and then it was a name that we've not heard yet. Timothy or something. No.
Henry?
Thomas, I think.
Thomas.
Yeah, began with a T. Not canon.
Timothy and Thomas.
No, it's Edward.
Edward.
Oh.
Timothy, Thomas,
Timmy and
Gilbert.
Tommy, like Tom and Jerry in Bloodlow.
Oh yeah.
DM, do you have any thoughts on the heist? How was that for you?
I think that I let you roll too high on your disguises, and that ruined all my fun.
What do you mean you let us roll too high? You can't control the dice.
Well, no, but I gave a second roll for Agatha.
And I did not think that it was
even
that
though
good.
it's because you rolled that natural 20 as the first
We
one.
rectified our mistake.
Yeah, we weren't just like, we like added things.
Oh, I know. But
and
it just
specifically
meant,
to combat the specific
like my
problem.
rolls for the people in whites weren't that low, but they weren't 18 and 17 or whatever it was. It was like 15, 16, 13, 14, just numbers. We all know numbers.
All the numbers.
Wow,
Well done.
Some were prime numbers, some
Excellent.
weren't. But it just meant, every time you walked into a room, you were mostly getting away with it.
That was cool.
I like that. It was really good to watch.
In fact, you didn't, apart from failing at the front door, I don't think you failed another perception check.
But then that's really cool because then it's people who recognised us as ladies who saw through the disguise.
Yeah, which makes sense.
The dice know.
The dice know. The dice of magic. Yeah.
Yeah, they were just like, what is wrong with you? Well, you don't know what they were like because
True.
I'm them, you're not. And my secret thoughts.
They are.
But yeah, they saw you walking up the stairs and were like, no, not again. And they were ready for you. Like, it was literally only like 3 or 4 hours earlier that you were there causing a fuss. So it was like, no, that's not how this works. You're not sneaking. And you're not the first women to try and sneak into whites and cause mischief and protest.
I'll be the first to get in. Who knows? Who knows?
We had some interesting mathematical conversations today.
We did.
2's a prime number.
And crosses are perpendicular.
counting can be hard sometimes.
Yeah.
I said that in a previous episode. I say that in like...
I just forgot that geometry is a type of math.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, of course it is.
Yeah.
I was more like, no, it's just shapes, isn't it? It's just shapes.
Colours.
We broke a door.
You did.
It was really funny. It was really strange because as soon as we like found the thing in the room, Taya was like, "Oh, we've done it. Can have a bit of fun now."
Yeah, and I love that Agatha was like, "Oh God, we've done it. She's gonna have some fun now."
But then was like, "Oh, go on then." Fine.
Yeah, watching the dynamic between you two develop has been really lovely, like really nice, and I just love things like that. Like when Agatha's so like, "Oh my God, you're gonna literally steal from a random man, but I can't stop you, so like go on then." Now you've got some trousers to have altered if you want. Viscount's going to take us to some clothes shops and
yes, I'm
tailors, yeah.
Like, yes, these my trousers. Can they be fixed? I've had them the entire time.
Like, well, I don't have any other dresses, so I suppose I just have to wear men's clothes.
What a shame.
What a hardship.
I thought it was a really sweet moment when you realised that I had brought a spare dress with me. That was really sweet.
Oh, yeah. I really loved how you had that moment of laughter between you.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was really weird.
It really took me out. It took me by surprise. I was like, oh, it's nice with Talia right now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It took me by surprise as well because you two, ever since we've been at the Viscounts, have like hardly spoken a word to each other. And now you're having a little giggle.
It was
really weird.
I don't know where it came from or what put Rosalind in the space to find that funny. But like... Yeah. Maybe we'll watch it back and we'll realise.
Maybe.
Speaking of finding things funny, the opening was...
The mice!
The mice!
That, you killed me. I'm
was
sorry.
trying so hard not to laugh. So hard, but then I could just see a little smirk on your face.
Scared of mice.
Lied about mice.
It was the way you were like, yes, I'm just so scared of mice. We're from the countryside.
Talia didn't say shit about being scared of mice.
Yeah, that's true. You were just stood there like, embarrassing. Embarrassing for you guys, I guess.
Perhaps you should go lie down again, Mr. Viscount man.
Mr. Viscount. Lyndon made a joke the other day, and I can't remember when it was or what the context was, about the Viscount referring to himself as the Viscount because Lyndon accidentally did it. He was like, oh yes, I, the Viscount. And I was like, please do that on the show because that's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Viscount is confused.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, both as Agatha and as myself, I don't know what to think of him.
No. Yeah. The thing is, I'm struggling because Rosalind's brain is such a big part of my brain, like, especially, like, at the minute. And the Rosalind part of my brain, I think, is influencing the Taya part. I don't think the Taya part genuinely believes in him that much. But there's just a part of me that's like, but actually he has been really nice. Like, if you look at the facts, he's gone out of his way to be really nice in ways that he might have, he's supporting us doing an objectively bad thing.
Why is he doing that?
Well, this is the thing, you say that, but then he took me away from the opera when it started to get sexy. He was like, you're going to be uncomfortable.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Then he did make that comment.
He did.
Which Rosalind was like, just straight over her, like, oh yes, very nice.
But I think,
first time at the opera. But like...
I think it's definitely safe to say I made that comment.
Okay, but you said it in the game, so it's kind of canon.
The Viscount said that. You said it in the Viscount's voice.
Yeah, I did, but
and
also...
you didn't really break character.
But it's still up in the air, because he could have just meant, I'm so glad to be your first. He could have been meant to genuinely.
It could be the same as when Rosalind's like, I love balls.
Yeah, exactly. There's a reason why they have so much in common.
We have so much in common.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. Like enjoying spring and...
Such a rare one.
The girl is so pathetic. I love her.
We miss you, Rio.
Rio.
We miss you,
Come
Rio.
It's exhausting doing this.
It is tiring. I feel bad because I always forget and then I realise at the end of a yawn that I am on camera.
But that's very Talia.
Yeah, but I remember watching episode 1 and like people were commenting.
Yeah.
And, like, that was a real yawn right there. I think it's because there's so much darkness around us and then it's like just the lights.
And when you're not playing, like when you're just like, it's kind of soothing. Like I didn't have that this episode because it was so like, But sometimes it is like, yeah. But, yeah. You've got a lion's head.
I have a lion's
head. Talia canonically owns a lion's head.
Indeed she does.
Funny.
What's she going to call it?
What are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
Just admire. You're like, what if I just want to admire it?
Yeah, well, I can't exactly have him send home a lion's head back to Stone.
Back to Jonathan.
That would be so funny, though. Imagine
Jonathan who's not there.
Us three have gone missing. Jonathan is keeping the fort down, and then he gets a lion's head mailed to him. He'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What was I going to say? You have, every time you talk to the Viscount, there's just so many, everything you say just kills me, because it's so savage. Yeah. But the one that got me was, when he was like, what on earth are you going to do with a lion's head? You were like, what on earth are you doing with a lion's head? That was so good.
Well, it's a valid question.
There was so much in the second half of that, like, Taya as Rosalind was like, what is happening? But then, like, Rosalind wasn't actually present for a lot of it. I need to put that away, because Rosalind actually doesn't know shit.
Because in my head, I decided that when Agatha went to her room, she went to sleep. So I kind of like...
Was that down?
I clocked out for a bit. And then I was brought back to the present because a certain someone made a massive bang.
Drinks everywhere.
Lyndon was like, I know how to create atmosphere.
I didn't touch the drink. The drink just bounced. Like I was in the moment. I was like, I have to make a decision here. How do I want to bring in this jump scare? I'm going to slap the table.
Wait, so you slapped the table and the cup went like that?
Yeah.
I thought you slammed it down.
I thought you didn't realise it had liquid in it and you were just like...
No, that's a precious cup to me. I wouldn't do that. No, I slammed my hand on the table and the cup fell over.
Wow, you're so...
That's even worse.
Not as strong as Talia.
That was the little footman at Wines. What was I going to say? I had other things that I wanted to bring up. This is the only other thing that brings me back to being like, what's going on with the Viscount? That was a bad joke that he made when they were gambling.
Yeah.
It
was very distasteful.
It was like, I think he definitely thought that was going to be better received. We all were just like...
just like he made it as a joke and all of us just sat there like...
Why would you say that?
I can't say anything. I can't reply.
And I just love that every time you try and insight check each other, neither of you get anything. It's like two brick walls talking to each other, and still nothing makes sense. And I feel like, in a way, I don't know, has that put you in a nicer relationship to each other, or is it the same and you just don't know anything still?
I think it helped the Viscount. I think the Viscount...
I love that you were like, nah.
I think the Viscount feels like... He's getting inroads there to help smooth things over. He doesn't know why things are messy still, but he's like, okay, there's a conversation ongoing now. It's not a brick wall, it's a two-way thing. There's room here to smooth down whatever these issues are.
Talia's like, I'm a brick wall.
I was like, keep rolling fives, baby.
I just think it's interesting how easy it is for the girls to compartmentalize weird shit.
Yeah, the fact that we didn't talk about the screaming box once.
And then went back to it and just opened it up without a second thought. You're just like, oh yeah, this box that screamed at me earlier, I'll have a look at that.
Well, I was like, it's gone now.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's all stuff that, like, I'm really aware because we just need time alone without the Viscount around to be able to go over everything. But Agatha has canonically cracked the code now. We have the temple clue now.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that to be so sudden, like, because we said that we were going to work on that together.
Yeah, and we were going to, like, roleplay it.
I was like, I thought we were going to roleplay it, and I thought I was going to have to roll something for it, and then you were like, oh, you've already cracked it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, that was there. There was no rolls. That was meant for your actual
brains.
But
I thought that, like,
somehow it would be different in game, like we would reenact. And
I don't know.
That means that Agatha's been working on this one code for however long, and then this other code she cracks within like an hour.
Maybe it's just easier.
Different codes,
yeah, that's true. Different codes.
I mean, one of them was all sort of symbols and stuff, whereas that one was letters.
And also the first one you copied down, so it might not be accurate.
That's true. That's true. I forgot
with a 10. If you remember.
Yeah. Is it a 10?
Oh, that's not great, is it?
What's bad? You're not going to get anything from it ever.
What if we just carry this code around London for years and we never crack it and it's
Go
irrelevant?
insane.
I think the only way I would crack it is if I got a natural 20.
Yeah.
I mean, you got an 18 last time. You were doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I managed to break a door quietly, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, that's quite
And
impressive.
I incited that as well. I was like, well, we either look for a key or break
Yeah, Agatha's just sprinkling some chaos.
I haven't had much fun in my life.
No, and it's really nice seeing Agatha start to have fun. Like, it's really lovely, the moments where... Like, I think that's why the conversation when you got out of Whites for me was just really nice to watch, because you two were it's similar to our moment, like, you two were laughing together, and, like, this absolute ridiculous relief of, like, what did we just do and how did we do it?
Yeah,
like, it was so nice to watch.
Also me being like...
Yeah.
Our plan actually worked.
I mean, it worked, like, well enough. It also, I don't know, for me, like, I thought it was going to be so much more difficult.
Yeah.
You know, like, we managed to, all the bits where I was like, oh, something's really gonna go bad, we sort of rolled and it was okay.
Yeah.
And it was fine. And it was like, whoa, we like, I didn't have to fight anyone.
No.
We didn't have to run.
Imagine if you
the only person we ran from was when we knocked on the door and there was a man inside.
Yeah.
We basically knocked down Gingered a man.
Oh, yeah.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
It's alright,
I can live with
He'll
that.
be fine.
Yeah.
Will he be fine? You stole his pants.
Well, no, but I didn't, though. It's
did,
going to really
unfortunately.
mess with my brain, though, because it's just, like, it's wrong and we need to
You
rectify
think
that
we'll
somehow.
stole
have
sex
to-
man's pants?
Yeah.
We'll
That
have
was
to
bailiff room.
find out when we look back.
Maybe we just retcon it.
No, it's done now. It's just life.
Okay.
Alright.
But it just... Okay, anyway, we'll talk
I
about that
had more
at a
to
different time.
discuss and I can't remember what it was now.
Mm.
But yeah, the fact we still haven't debriefed on the Screaming Box is really
No,
funny.
Yeah.
I went back.
You did. But this is the thing,
But
we've not...
alone.
The three of us still haven't had a conversation about everything, and I think that's definitely coming. It's just difficult because, like, as much as I stand by Rosalind's decision to bring us to the Viscounts, we are safe, we are fed, we have rich, high connections, he's buying everything for us. Like, I stand by Rosalind made the best decision that she had in that moment. But equally, like, it is making it more difficult for the three of us to have time to talk. Because, I mean, the Viscount, I think, will give us privacy. It's just messing with Rosalind's head and she's being annoying. And it's like, I actually want to go on dates with the Viscount now. But, like, I guess
I'm just
we'll
going
see
to go
what
to the
happens.
opera. Oh, yes, I'd love to go out with you tomorrow. Oh, I want to do everything all the time. Show me all the way around London.
Rosalind is the way Rosalind is. And that is,
And-
I can't control that.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
The Viscount has taken us around London tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's taking us to some
Coventry
shops and stuff.
Garden.
Coventry Garden.
Whatever. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see if that actually happens.
Why were there people wrestling at the opera? In the dark?
My
Let
dear.
me introduce you to
They
Edwin.
were fucking.
Sweet child.
It's so funny that we all were around sex
Yeah.
in the same night and didn't know.
It's just hard keeping it clean because I think I'm hilarious.
You are.
Like,
But you also need to play the characters
Yeah.
realistically.
but
When you're talking to three young girls who don't know what sex is, you're not going to get a
one
reaction.
of them knows something.
Yeah.
So badly want to know what that conversation with Edwin was.
That keeps me up at night.
Haunted.
that was weeks ago. Get over it.
And it airs in 2 days.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and we're going to get kicked out of the room when it's streaming. And we can't look on our phones at the chat in case people mention stuff about it.
Are we meeting up tomorrow then? Or
We can do.
go on then?
Depends on your where. Anyway, not plans to make on camera.
Yeah.
The card game was fun.
The card game was,
Yeah.
like, especially as the way we've been playing the game, like, we've not had any of those fun, like, in-game games yet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, I was having such a good time. I was like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
And when you were like, I'm gonna roll, and it's like, is he confident about his cards? I was like, this is actually so fun.
And you didn't try to cheat at all.
Neither did I.
No, you.
You
That's what
tried
I'm
to
saying.
look
You
in
didn't
his
try to cheat.
buttons, but that didn't work.
Yeah, that's true.
It didn't work, so therefore I didn't cheat.
Yeah.
Sticking with your guns.
I loved that you just sat at this massive table, like the other end of it, and you were like, actually, why don't you come and join me?
And he did.
He's a nice guy.
Is he?
I don't know.
There we go.
Rosalind thinks so, I think.
I didn't think that he would come and sit.
I thought he would be stubborn.
Equally, I think he is more hurt by this situation than like he is confused. This random child's being mean to him.
I don't see why you would think something like that.
I can't say anything.
You had more savage lines that I've forgotten. And but there were so many that I was like...
Yeah.
Like, it was... Yeah, what are you doing with a lion's head was great. And then there was one that you had... You were just like, what makes you think you're better than anyone else? I was like...
Oh, yeah, that conversation. And then Karl Marx got brought up. And,
and I was like, what's Karl Marx got to do with if he's proposing to Rosalind?
What did I say? Anyway.
We'll watch it back and find out. Yeah, if you're watching this and you exist and you like the show, let us know your favourite savage Talia moments.
Yeah. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's a good time.
I enjoy being a savage.
Yeah. Sometimes I get sad that I can't think of a good enough one.
Yeah. Because like Talia would.
Yeah.
But then in those moments she doesn't, so she wouldn't.
Yeah.
Say
I'm like, if she would, then I would say it,
so
she doesn't.
Yeah. But a lot of the time she does. There's been so many that I've been sat here like...
I think there's been more than I've realised.
Yeah, I think because when you're Talia, you're just like, yeah, and what? Whereas like, especially when I'm not being Rosalind, so it's just Taya reacting, it's like...
I feel like today Agatha was put on her feet and the thing she came up with was prime numbers.
That killed me.
Was so good.
How stupid of a reason. Like, I want to know my dad's hotel room. Oh, he likes prime numbers. Like, what the fuck?
But in a way, it's so Agatha because it's so like, numbers are spiritually important and he would never stay in a room if it was a devil number, then he might be dead and I need to... And the Viscount again was really nice about it. He was like, sure, I don't want you to worry, so they were in room 2.
Yeah.
Like...
And I forgot to ask the actual... important thing,
but we didn't need.
But we didn't need it in the end. So
I had another point that was good. Oh yeah, you also still kept giving Talia alcohol.
Yeah, of course.
I like that. That's just your dynamic now. It's just assumed. You're like, oh, I've been given mine here, and your little subtle cup swap.
Roll for kidney check. Liver.
Roll for hangover.
She's not drunk that much yet.
No.
Oh my god, the first time you, like, escape to a pub, you're gonna get so drunk.
I was trying to figure out what I should win from the Viscount, and I almost just said a ridiculous number of money.
Imagine if you did. He wouldn't have, I feel like.
He's very rich.
Also, he does mention that a lot.
Yeah.
Didn't you know? He's filthy rich.
Yeah.
He's ridiculously rich.
And I am ridiculously rich.
Well,
okay, sir.
Just need to keep rolling those insight checks on him, get to know him more.
Well, apparently there's no point in me rolling insight checks on him.
All your insight checks are like 1, 2. Even when you try and start a conversation and make it happen naturally, it's still like 1. The dice really do decide everything. It's interesting.
Yeah.
DM, favourite moments. How's things for you? What you feeling? What you excited for? What's going on with you?
That's so many questions.
I know, I just wanted to get him talking. Pick a question.
Yeah, I liked it. I didn't realise the first half went on so long.
Yeah.
We were just stuck in the moment. I would like to have seen more go wrong.
Yeah.
That's like too much went right.
Yeah.
That's not fun for me. Not fun for me at all. I was like, oh yeah, this is going well. Couldn't even get in the front door. Good stuff. And then you just walk up to the bedroom, take the stuff and leave. Well, aside from rolling really low, because that was quite funny. If you were just going to get there, you rolled low to investigate the room and just went, oh well.
Oh, guess we tried.
Guess there was nothing here after all, and just walked out again. I was interested to see if you'd go down to the basement. You didn't.
Oh.
I forgot about the basement.
Yeah, the basement did get mentioned a lot.
That's only just because that's where all the kitchens are and the staff and stuff.
Well, I just thought you'd said that dinner was being made, and I was like, oh, there's going to be loads of people down there.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking,
But, I give you all sorts of clues, and you're just like, yep, that's where we're going. I hint all the time not to do things. You're like, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Still, I hope all your characters sleep soundly tonight.
Rosalind's not.
Yeah.
I'm fast asleep.
Agatha is just like...
But what was your actual favourite moment?
My favourite moment.
Or favourite moments.
What did I roll nat? Oh yeah, no, I rolled a nat 20 on the doorman. That's why they still right through you.
That's really funny.
That was
really funny because it was just like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, that was my favourite moment. It was just like, yeah, cool. What are you doing?
I thought it would be funny. It was a funny joke.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I love how quickly you were like, funny, innit? And they were like, no, it's not.
And I do like all the pranks you've pulled in Whites, or the various shenanigans, because that all now starts off chain reactions, so...
The man who's just lost, like, way more money because of you.
Yeah, it's now 10,000 instead
you were
of
like,
1,000.
Lol. That's a big jump.
Yeah, the manager's office has been broken into. Someone who looks after stuff for the king,
Yeah. Yeah, this is
someone's had their pants stolen. Lots of things, lots of dominoes now could start moving. Who knows?
And that maid who was cleaning room 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be like, oh yeah, there's people in room 2, and everyone's going to be like, no, there's not.
Rumours start of a
gaslighting
haunted room 2, haunted by these missing fathers who must be dead if they're now haunting the room.
They're not dead.
Because it was their clothes that people saw them in.
That's true.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Favourite moment?
The entering of Whites. I liked putting on the disguise and just...
Yeah, you getting into your disguises was really fun to watch.
I liked it. I liked the things that we came up with, the interactions with people, like, as men. Yeah, I liked it.
Hello, Talia.
It was like a streaming your man voice.
I did pick up on the 12th Night references straight away.
Yeah, we all did.
You literally just admitted on camera you didn't.
No, I've forgotten. If you watch the episode back, I go, like, loudly on camera.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, favourite moment. It's favourite episode.
The dice, the card game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I had hoped to be a bit more snarky in German.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You tried to be like, but how good is your German actually?
And it wasn't as good.
Are you
as
prepared?
Mine. But now it's become. But the card game.
You're gonna think about stuff to say in German, aren't you?
The card game was fun. I like the card game.
That was fun to watch.
I'm gonna get the sword and shield at some point and determine.
His like ancient family heirloom sword.
Yeah. No, the sword isn't a family heirloom.
No, it's his. It's the.
The sword is his war sword, like his personal, like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the shield is his family crest.
Yeah, it's just an old piece of history.
Yeah.
Favourite moment?
I think the card game. I wasn't there. I wasn't relevant, but like it was.
There?
Oh yeah, I was there.
Yeah, you were right there.
And then I left.
That's what made things so awkward.
It was. Yeah, that was fun. I liked that. And yeah, just watching the whole break-in. Like, it was just a really interesting episode experience for me, like, being so removed from it, but also, like, getting to be really involved in it. I don't know, it was just, I just really liked the whole episode. But yeah, I think my favourites are you guys dressing as men, the whole thing, and the card game.
Yeah. It was fun playing pranks. And it was the fact that, like, the dice rolled so high.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't look like somebody just came in and added a 0. Like, it genuinely looks like he's written 10,000.
Yeah, that's going to cause so much chaos in Whites.
Yeah.
Men are going to get in a fight over this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know all the stuff that happens at Whites as a result. And do you know what? The Viscount's a member, so we can be like,
oh yeah,
tell us.
He'll have the tea.
He's going to come home and be like, this is a terrible brawl at White's. 2 men are claiming that they've said different numbers on a bet.
Men don't gossip like that.
Sure.
Gilbert does.
Gilbert's different. Gilbert's not like other boys.
Oh no, that was in session 0.
Gilbert does love a good gossip.
Yeah.
I used to call him Gossipy Gilbert. Not canon.
Not canon.
Unless.
XOXO, Gossip Gilbert.
No, I was gonna say go piss Gil.
Oh gosh. Well, if you've made it this far, thank
we love you.
We love you. Yes.
Don't forget how submissive and subscribable we are.
Yeah.
Yes, so
submissive and
please
subscribable.
subscribe.
Yeah.
And we will submit. Submit!
We'll submit to making you more episodes of everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, please leave comments and just chat with us because we want friends.
We're very lonely.
And yeah, we're just interested. What are you enjoying?
And suggestions for more streaming things.
Yeah. Also,
I guess.
Yeah, and send in questions for
a
for
Q&A.
next episodes.
send in questions. Yeah, for us to answer in these episodes, for the DM, for stuff about previous episodes. We will talk about anything that people want to talk about within reason.
Don't
Love
be
you,
telling
Mum.
these guys about my secret conversations.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Yes. Closing thoughts?
I'm excited for what's coming next, and I'm excited just for the mystery, because I feel like we're really in our mystery era right now. We've got so many clues, and we've done nothing with basically any of them, and we've not sat down with them and discussed them as a trio, and we've not really put a lot of thought in. We've not discussed that a magic box screamed at us. We just all sort of put that aside.
I think we really need that as a trio.
We do.
Need that
and
debrief.
I'm excited for it to happen.
We should get like a pot of tea and just have a little chat.
Little girly natter.
Little chin wag.
Yeah.
Girls' night.
Girls' night. Sorry, but I can't.
We need to compile all the stuff we've got so that our
Yeah.
characters can compile all of the stuff
Yeah, as
we've got.
players we need to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. That's my closing thought.
Yeah. I feel like we're really getting into the meat of the story now, so...
Lyndon's like, ha, you think. Sorry, I've just remembered that was the other thing that really made me laugh. When the Viscount was like, oh yes, Rosalind just seems like she's not interested in my money and my status, and you were like, thanks.
Is she wrong?
Made me laugh though. Anyway, continue, closing thoughts. That was what I had to say.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes. Things are heating up or cooling down, just depending which way you want to look at it. Chills.
Mysterious.
Adventures may happen. I have lots of things that are going to thing themselves and stuff like that. The Viscount's especially looking forward to what's coming.
Oh.
Is it him?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But there's not... There's not much more I can say anyway, because it's all none of your fucking business.
Secrets and lies are like damp.
Once they get into the woodwork,
the whole house is condemned.
Closing.
I feel like you have said
I know.
every episode.
You're welcome, cast of Nora 2023.
Well, technically every cast of Nora, because it's in the script.
Yeah, I know, but I was in the 2023 cast and put it in my brain.
I think
it's coming to the end of the episode.
I want to keep playing to see what happens next, because we planned a thing and now I have no plans again. So let's see.
Yeah. I'm so... Every time we finish playing, I'm like, more please, now.
No, I'm done. I like do it.
No more episodes. He's decided he doesn't want to DM anymore.
Not
joking.
canon!
No, I just mean they wear me out. I don't know why. I get very tired DMing for
I get
hours
that
on
as
end.
well. I really want to see where the story goes, but like physically, I know I can't go any further.
But when I say I want to keep it, like, I want to wake up tomorrow and play again.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about my life anymore. Same. I want to live out their lives.
Literally. And I think about it so much.
Healthy.
And on that note, submissive
Goodbye.
and subscribable.
Love you, Mum.